Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today, playing the daily chance for April 18th, 2026. The character at the Ironclad and the modifiers at Chimera, whose starting deck is a fusion of all characters. Purple cards champion rewards and shops, and deadly events. Question mark rooms cannot contain elites, but also more likely to contain treasure rooms. As you Gemini here with 1487, that's a great score. Dark 1379, Cyberfox 1342, Goldberry 1286. So it looks like people are able to do well. I'm playing a little later than usual, have a tough day ahead today, so hopefully this won't take too long. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 3 elite path on the right. Getting to this elite from the left gives me 3 question mark rooms, and then I'll get 2 more afterwards. So that's a total of 5. That's not too bad. Yep, let's get started here. Of course, let's review the Chimera deck. You start with Bash, Survivor, Zab, and Eruption, and then 3 strikes and 3 defense. I have access to purple cards, so I should be able to exit Wrath once I enter it. Here, I guess I'm healing back 6 at the end, and final boss is the final boss. Alright. Let's do 1 strike and then 2 defense. That way, once I get the Eruption, I should be able to get rid of the Spike Slime easily. Alright, and the backline is not attacking. That's good. Now, unfortunately, I can't do the Bash. And I'll be weakened next turn, right? So 3 strikes alone. Actually, 3 strikes alone would be enough. 2 strikes and a zap is also enough. Beautiful. Alright, got an energy potion. Flurry of Blows would require me having some more ways to switch stances, but it is better than the other 2 cards. So I think I'll take the Flurry of Blows for now and really hope I get some ways to enter, exit Calm, exit Wrath or enter Calm. Let's do Flurry, Strike, and wait. Come. And then, yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to lose a little bit of HP here. That's hopefully fine. If I get the Eruption together with another attack card, that should be enough, right? Beautiful. Right. Yield back to full Tantrum. Okay, that's another way to enter Wrath. I'll take it, although I would like to wait to exit Wrath too at some point. Here I got my first Curse Injury and Golden Idol, and so 25% more gold. That's really nice. And then, yeah, let's buy some potions. I don't think I need the Smoke Bomb. Let's take the other 2 potions. The Entropic Brew is really good. Come. Alright, here I got the Lice. Let's do Flurry of Blows and then full defend. Come. Fear No Evil will be great right away to exit Wrath, enter Calm, and still deal a lot of damage. Let's do Tantrum and then Eruption. Beautiful. Alright, another skill push. I think I already have one. Oh, wow. Okay, that is really nice. I would consider the Windmill Strike too, but no, let's take more ways to exit Wrath. Okay, that was really lucky. I did not expect that to happen. Let's start with a Zap here. I am not 100% sure what I should wait for. If I play the Bash, that'll be too much, right? Well, I guess I'm waking up next turn. I do have Fear No Evil and Tantrum, but the problem is with the Fear No Evil not in my draw pile, I won't be able to exit Wrath, so... Oh boy, what should I do here? I mean, I have some good potions. Let's see if any of those will make a difference. Let's do Tantrum, then Bash. Okay. I don't think I can deal this much damage, right? So this is 27. That's not too bad. Let me drink the Energy Potion, the Skill Potion. That gives me True Grit, Spirit Shield, or Collect. Spirit Shield is 15 block? That's not quite enough. And I have another 8. I might do something. Right? Let me do the Spirit Shield here. So 15 plus 8 is 23. Another 5 would be 28. And if this gives me another energy, Snake Oil Potion might be really good too. I have the energy. Let's do Tantrum, then drink the Snake Oil Potion. Okay, unfortunately, none of this is really cheap. Tantrum is another 27, and then I do have another energy potion. Do I have enough? If I do Tantrum, Eruption would be enough, right? Alright, fine. Had to use, what, 5 potions, but I was able to perfect this one. I've got Vashta Taishkon with 1 strength, Rampage, Flurry, or Rage. There's no reason to go for collective bonuses, so I think I'll take the Rage here. That's a solid defensive card. Always upgrade Eruption here. Yep. Makes it much easier to play and much easier to deal a lot of damage quickly. Alright, I'm a little worried about the sentries, especially if I only start out with a defend. I could drink the Essence of Steel, but then not being able to enter Wrath is a problem, right? If I do Flurry of Blows and Tantrum, that'll be 12 plus 15. That's not enough for this guy. Alright, let's risk it. Let's do defend, and then I guess skip the Tantrum, which is a shame. And I draw some of my defensive cards next turn. Okay, yeah, that works. So I have 13 plus 4 is 17. That's not quite enough. Oh, wait, no, that is actually not enough. So there's nothing I can do. Oh, man. Wait, is there... No, there's... No, 14. No, I don't have quite enough to kill the backliner. Alright, fine. That is actually quite a big bummer, because that was a good potion I wasted, and I wasn't even able to get the perfect here. Alright, fine. I could do Eruption here. Can I do something like... You know what? I think I'll do Rage, then Eruption, Bash, and then a Strike is enough to get rid of this guy. I can do Flurry of Blows, okay? And then the backline should be easily killed, unless I don't draw any attack cards. Which, yep, can definitely happen. Alright. That's a bummer. I had a great potion that I wasted. Yeah, I needed... What did I need? I needed slightly more damage on 1 turn, which Yeah, that's a shame. Alright, can I get 2 more attacks? No. Okay, well, this went from barely being able to perfect to actually taking a lot of damage, which I guess it's fine with the Ironclad, but still annoying. Alright, got Mummified Hand. One of you play power card around card in your hand because 0 that turn, which I don't have any power cards at the moment. We also got Liquid Memories, Reach Heaven, Worship, a Deus Ex Machina. Do I want the Worship? With access to red cards, I could get a Headbutt and then be able to enter Divinity. I'm just not a huge fan of Reach Heaven or Deus Ex Machina, but let's take the Reach Heaven because for the Slime Boss, it might actually be the best card there. That Strawberry, I'm pick up race from actually by 7. Okay. And here I got a Question Mark from Elite, the Grumman Knob. Alright, let's do Reach Heaven and Strike. Not the best start. I was hoping to enter Wrath somehow. Can I deal enough damage? I do have the Liquid Memory Exposure. So let's do Flurry of Blows, Eruption. Flurry of Blows again. Then if I do Fear No Evil, that'll be 18. And then another 5 from the Flurry of Blows. If I do another Eruption, that's 18. That's going to be 36, 41. That'll be exactly enough, right? So if I bring back... actually, Reach Heaven would deal more damage. If I do this, then Fear No Evil, then the Flurry is enough. Beautiful. Alright, perfect. This one I got Calcum. End your turn without block. Gain 6 block. Clothesline, Cut Through Fate, Carnage. Carnage is really tempting. Cut Through Fate might be slightly better. Let's take it. Carnage would have been really good against the upcoming boss, too. Alright, here, let's do Flurry of Blows, Eruption. Flurry of Blows again. Cut Through Fate. And then Fear No Evil is enough to kill. Beautiful. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. I misclicked. Or, well, didn't misclick. I clicked too quickly. Ghost Armor is fine, but I do want to see what options I'm offered here. Yeah, I think I will still stick with Ghostly Armor. Yeah, I don't take enough damage for blood to be worth it. Alright, another Sentry's Fight. And no way to defend whatsoever in turn 1. Alright, fine. So I'll give up perfecting, or trying to perfect this from the beginning. I am at least defending with the Recalcum, so I'm not going to, hopefully I'm not going to lose too much HP here. Alright, let's do Reach Heaven, Fear No Evil. I'll lose the Ghost. Oh, I forgot to play the Flurry of Blows there. Okay. Alright, there's an Eruption. Let's do that, then do Cut Through Fate. Tantrum is fine. Let's play it so I can bring it back. The Flurry of Blows is not enough, right? So I have to do Tantrum, then do Flurry, and wait. And then here, Through Violence is good. Alright. Couldn't perfect these. We got Preserved Insect, and recent lead combats have 25% less HP, as well as a Power Push, which is great, and an Empty Body. Very good. Okay. Should be able to trigger the Flurry of Blows more frequently. We got Ginger can become weakened. Alright. And then last fight against the Lice shouldn't be too difficult here. Let's do Rage, Fear No Evil, Cut Through Fate. Yeah, I probably don't need the Flurry of Blows. I think I can just do Zap here. Okay. And thanks to Ginger, I'm not being weakened. That's beautiful. Alright, here, let's do Tantrum to get rid of this guy. Strike and 9. So another Flurry of Blows and a Strike here. Beautiful. Alright, Cut Through Fate number 2. No, let's take the Pummel Strike. And if I had any Calm, I would have taken the Like Water. Alright, should I upgrade the Tantrum next? A Rage upgrade might be good too. I think Rage without an upgrade is not that useful because I have Arcocum, so I think I need to get it upgraded to also have a good defensive card. Alright, let's start with Eruption Bash. And I think with the vulnerability, I should be able to do a lot of damage next turn. Reach Heaven. If I play another strike, it will transform, but I think I'll wait, hoping to deal more damage next turn. Okay, yeah, this is much better. Let's do Flurry of Blows, Tantrum, go Through Violence, and Pummel Strike for a kill. Alright. Easy turn 3 kill here. Spirit Shield, Impervious Judgment. I think I'll try to go for Pauper. The deck is doing reasonably well so far. We definitely will take Curse Key and Energy at the start of your turn. One of you put a number chest to obtain a curse. Now, the only hope is to... Well, the only worry is that I might not be able to get Highlander. I already have the injury, right? And I'm guaranteed with the Curse Key another at least 2 curses. One... Oh, wow. Just the 1 elite path. Okay, so let's maximize question mark rooms. If I go to the lead on the left, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 question mark rooms. Second on the left is the same path, so also 4. In the middle, I'll get 1, 2, and then after this point, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And on the right side, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so up until this point, getting there on the left gives me 2 question mark rooms on the rest side. On the right, I'll skip the rest side, which I think is safe to do. I think I can safely skip the rest side. Okay. Alright, let's do Rage, Tantrum. I'm not sure why I played the Rage. Should I do Empty Body? There's a small chance I might be able to just deal enough damage, although 59 is a lot. And yeah, unfortunately, I am not able to, which means I will take a lot of damage, which is fine. I have the Orichalcum, which preserves 14 HP, and I should be able to easily kill this turn with a Tantrum. Okay. I've got a Colorless Potion. Anger might not be bad. I do have energy, so I could take something like Clothesline. Let's do it. The weakness might help against some of the enemies. Here, a Tantrum would be great. Or, here, let's do Flurry of Blows, Eruption. Then Flurry of Blows again. then Cut Through Fate. Let's grab a Strike. And then I'll do Fear No Evil. And another Flurry to get rid of this guy. Okay. Alright, 13. 13 incoming. Let's do Strike, Zap, and then Full Defend. Okay. Alright, this guy's trying to go back into the air. Let's do Pummel Strike. Tantrum is great. Gets this guy to the ground. And then I can do Reach Heaven and Flurry. Beautiful. Alright, we got a Flex Potion, Combust Body, some Foresight. Not a huge fan, but I have Mummified Hand, and Foresight is not horrible. Let's take it. Also, wouldn't mind getting a Weave now with that Foresight. Alright, Shelled Parasite and Fungi Beast. Let's start off with, I guess I'll do Fear No Evil, Empty Body. That way I can also play... Actually, I had the Foresight. I probably didn't need to do that because, yeah, the Foresight would have made one of the cards cost 0, and that would have been enough. It's fine, hopefully. Alright, I think I'll save the Survivor. Okay. Oof, I would love to do Tantrum. I kind of still want to do Tantrum. Let's do Tantrum. Then Cut Through Fate. Get rid of the Flurry. Rage. I won't be able to play it. I only have 2 high-cost cards. So, fine. Let's do Defend and Survivor. Okay. Alright. Lots of incoming here. Let's get rid of the defensive cards and try to get rid of this guy at least. Let's do Pummel Strike. Tantrum is 24. That's not quite enough. It's not enough for the backliner either. If I use a Flex Switch, you know what? I think it's safe that way. I'll preserve some HP and I can easily kill these 2. Okay. Alright, I was hoping to get offered another potion. Nope, but I got Weave. That's great. In this deck, Protect might have been good too, but I think I'll take the Weave. Here, I will get another curse, which is a little bit of an annoying curse, but we also got a Regal Pillow, one of you resting an additional 15 HP. Okay. And then I am going for Highlander, right? Although yesterday I did have a choice of Highlander and curses, and I think people who got a high score did go for collective bonuses, so, no, I think I'll stick with Highlander, and, yeah, that might be a bit of a risk, but, yeah, let's try it. Also, having those apparitions would have been great, especially if I drew one this turn, for example. Let me see if the Colorless Potion gives me some Miracle Block card. Not really, right? Secret Technique, can't even give me anything to defend against 21. Trying to think if I should do Impatience, but no. Let's do Secret Technique. And then the best defensive card is the Ghostly Armor. Yeah, and then I'm still taking a lot of damage. Alright, I definitely can't do the Tantrum. If I had the small attack, I would have been able to fully defend. If I had weakness on turn 1, I would have been able to fully defend. So, yeah, unfortunately, didn't have either of those. Let's keep the Pummel Strike. If I'm already not perfecting, might as well try to deal some damage, especially while the enemy's vulnerable. Alright, let's also try to defend after all, though. Come. Alright, another 18. Still can't really do Eruption. Actually, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have played the, what do you call it? The Rage, because then I could have played the Strike. If I played a Strike, I would have lost 3 more HP. Alright, I think I'll get rid of the Strike. The weakness is great with Clothesline. Let's do Fear No Evil, then Cut Through Fate. Grab none of these. Then play an Eruption. Then Weave, Reach Heaven, and I have to do Empty Body. Oh man, wait, I can't even get a Weave. Losing way more HP than I needed to. Alright, fine. Okay, no chance of perfecting this guy. We got Self-Forming Clay. Whenever you lose HP, gain 3 block next turn. A Fear Potion and Mental Fortress. I switched stances, not as much as I'd like, but mostly I'm taking it because of Mummified Hand. Alright, let's start with a Reach Heaven, Weave, Cut Through Fate, and yeah, let's do Fear No Evil. Play another Weave, and then Fear No Evil. Okay. Yeah, defense on turn 1 is a big problem. I have to figure out a way to do that. Let's do Eruption, Strike, Pummel Strike, and then Foresight and Tantrum. Okay. And then here, am I being attacked? No, so let's get rid of the defensive card, and then through Violence, and Tantrum is enough. Beautiful. Alright, evaluate Metallicet's Wild Strike. Metallicet's also great power, and really good with the Mummified Hand. Here I got Shame and Meal Ticket when we enter a shop with 15 HP. And then going on the right for 2 more question mark rooms. Okay, no shop though. We got Doubt and Ancient Tea said when we enter Rest Size with 2 extra energy. The Doubt is fine because I have Ginger, right? And so far I just have Right, Doubt, Shame, and Injury. I already have 4 of the 5 curses, so I'm guaranteed to get curses. Just have to hope it's a unique curse at the end. Alright, 12 incoming. Let's do Clothesline, Ghostly Armor, and Zap. Okay, there's no way for me to get Overkill combo here, right? Yeah. Alright, let's do Bash, Strike 1, Strike 2. Alright. And then should have a way to enter Wrath here. Yep, let's do... I guess I can play everything, right? Let me do Foresight, Mental Fortress, Metallicize, and then Eruption. Okay. Now, next turn I might be attacked by the Frontliner. Yep. a lot of incoming. Let's get rid of all of these. I'm hoping to be able to deal enough damage. No. Wow, that was a really bad hand. Okay. Alright. Lost a lot of HP there. I can get rid of the Weave to draw it and then get the rest too. Okay. Then do Weave. Let's do Fear No Evil. Flurry of Blows, then Tantrum. Okay. Flurry of Blows again, then Cut Through Fate. Draw the Tantrum again, and that should be... Oh, that was a misclick, but that was enough to kill it anyway. Upgraded armaments. That's really good. Let's take it. Upgrades everything else. I was offered an unupgraded one before, and I'm glad I didn't take it. And here I got the Snake Plant. And yeah, this is what I mean, right? Turn 1, just nothing I can do. Well, at least I'm, you know, defending 9 against 21. Oof. Alright, another 21. I cannot do Tantrum. Let's do Bash, Flurry of Blows, Defend, and Foresight. Okay. Alright, here I'm not being attacked. Let's get rid of these. I will keep a Strike, hoping to deal some extra damage. Let's do Reach Heaven, Clothesline, and Weave. A little worried, actually, because I have a lot of incoming. Let's get rid of these two. Oh boy. Alright, let's do Weave, Cut Through Fate. There's a Through Violence. That should be a lot of damage, right? Almost enough, and then Weave and Strike is enough. Beautiful. Alright, Inflame, Empty Fist, Study. I need another way to extra. I'll take the Empty Fist, even though the Study might have helped me get combo, but I think at this point I need a better deck first. Get rid of this. I think the Strikes are fine, and I can wait. Alright. Okay, 19 incoming. There's a Tantrum, but if I enter Wrath, I won't be able to exit it. But if I don't enter, I won't be able to get rid of this guy. So I think it might be worth it. Let's do Mental Fortress, then Tantrum, then Pummel Strike. There's a Rage a little too late for that, but fine. Okay. I'll have to deal 70 damage. That might be a little hard to do. And I have 40 incoming, so that's definitely going to be hard to do. Let's do Armaments, then... yeah, I can do Foresight, Bash, and Fear No Evil. So that way I'm barely alive. I might have to rest. Okay, I still have to fight and then the question mark room. So a little worried about not having a lot of HP. Might come back to bite me. Let's do Weave, Eruption, and then Tantrum for a kill. Okay. Alright, got a Smoke Bomb Potion, which I actually might have to use. Third Eye is good for Scry synergies. Okay. It's a turn Mystic again, and they're both attacking me on turn 1. I do have Fear No Evil, Cut Through Fate. Get rid of this. Alright, and then I'll do Strike and Ghostly Armor. Okay. Down to 5 HP. And another 12. I do have... yeah, I think with the Metal Size, I'll be able to fully defend. Let's do Pummel Strike. Yeah, Zap, Metal Size. No need to play the Empty Body. Okay, because I would like to stay in Calm. Alright, both are not attacking. Good. I got the Eruption. Let's do Eruption first. Then upgrade everything. Clothesline, Strike, and Weave. Really hope the back then doesn't attack. Or I can come up... Nope, it is attacking. And I cannot come up with enough damage. I can come up with enough block, though, so that's good. Alright, phew. Oh, I could have played the Weave, but I don't think that makes a difference, because I should be able to kill this turn with the Bash and Tantrum. Alright. Okay, we've got a Liquid Memories. Okay, there's a small chance this might be an elite fight, and I might die to it, but I think the Liquid Memories is really going to be useful for the boss. Inner Piece Havoc, let's take the Inner Piece for extra card draw, and this is an elite fight, and it's also a very difficult one, and I also have a horrible opening hand, so wow. Let me see if the Power Potion gives me something. Combust, Study, Evolve. I don't know if I can do Combust, but it might help. Let's do Combust, Metal Size, then Ghostly Armor, and the only thing I can do is bring back a Ghostly Armor to be alive. Oh boy. At least I'm dealing 5 damage every turn. Okay. There goes my perfect. Alright, well, can't even enter Wrath here, right? Let's do Rage. Do I even need the Rage? Can I defend here? Hang on, 15, 22. I have 12, 15. That's 20. I don't think there's anything I can do, right? No, there's nothing I can do. Alright, let me see if drinking the Fear Potion might make a difference. Man, I was worried about this question mark room killing me, and almost gonna do it. Alright, let's drink. Nothing better to play, right? Should I do a Study? Maybe that makes a difference. Let's throw this. Let's do Metal Size, Ghostly Armor, and then bring back the Ghostly Armor. I have to do that to survive. Okay. Alright. And then here... Yeah, I was hoping that the inside might do something, but it doesn't, so I'm pretty much dead here, right? So 11, 18, I need 22. So just had really bad card draw. There's nothing I can reload. What if there's like another Power Potion offered? Would that make a difference? I doubt it, but let's give it a try. Can I target somebody else? No, I think it does make sense to throw this. Ghostly armor. Yeah, let's do metallicized ghostly armor. Drink this. Play the ghostly armor again. Then drink this. Interesting. Different stuff this time. Maybe the foresight makes a difference. Let's try it. What would I need? Some great defensive cards. Some great offensive cards. The foresight will hopefully help. So I can get rid of the tantrum because I cannot enter wrath. Let's get rid of everything actually. Okay. Might this make something? Let's do fear no evil. Strike. Then third eye. This looks fine next turn. And I am 22. I'm alive. That's good. Actually, I'm fully defended this turn. Unfortunately, backline is going to make me vulnerable next turn. The enemy is still... the enemy itself is vulnerable, so hopefully I'll have enough damage to kill it. Alright, there's a Pummel Strike. Okay. Then Flurry of Blows, Inner Peace. Let's do Empty Body. Play Flurry of Blows again. Then Cut Through Fate. Get rid of the Weave. Mental Fortress is not horrible. Can I defend against 28 though? Wait, can I do 2 strikes? That is enough for this guy. Okay, I am just barely hanging on to life here. Okay. Definitely have to rest at next rest site. Foresight is fine. Armaments is fine. Alright, let's do Armaments, Eruption, Weave, Flurry, and Empty Fist. Okay. That was a close one. Had to reload multiple times. We got Potion Belt on pickup, gain 2 potion slots, and Infernal Blade is good. Like Water might be okay, but let's take Infernal Blade, and then here I just desperately need to rest. At least Regal Pillow helps heal me back up. Alright, Collector. Let's start with Bash and 2 strikes. It's also a shame I have Potion Belt and no potions to save me here, or to help me. Yep, nothing I can do, right? Lots of incoming. Let's see what the Pummel Strike draws. Weave, Metallicize. Yeah, nothing I can do here. Alright, at least I healed, so that's good. If I save some of my potions, maybe I might have had a chance. Who knows? Alright, here, another lots of incoming. That's actually a problem. Let's do Inner Peace, Empty Fist. Okay. Then do Clothesline, and I think I'll do Ghostly Armor, so that way I don't lose it either. Okay. Alright, backline is not attacking, that's good. Let's do Infernal Blade for a Fear No Evil. Okay. Let me do Armaments first, then Cut Through Fate. Actually, yeah, let's do Fear No Evil first, then Cut Through Fate. Tantrum is good, and then I have another Fear No Evil after this. How do I get a second Fear No Evil? Wait, I'm confused. Let me sort of do 0 real quick. Yeah, I only have 1 Fear No Evil. Oh, I got that from the Infernal Blade. Right, okay. Alright, so in that case, let's do Zap. Weave. Tantrum. And should I stay in Wrath? No, I have a Tantrum that I could hopefully draw soon too. Okay. Right, I'm getting a lot of debuffs. Backliner is not attacking. That's good. And I got another Tantrum. That's nice. Let's do Flurry of Blows. Then Fear No Evil. Then Flurry of Blows again. Tantrum. It's a little risky to stay in Wrath because I might get attacked next turn. But this hopefully will be fine. Oh, I forgot to play another Weave. I basically need to not be attacked here. And I unfortunately am being attacked. And I don't think there's anything I can do here. So I might have to reload this one as well. Yep, not even close. Alright. So basically I have to not risk it and not be in Wrath. Man, this is actually tough. I thought the deck is doing really well, but once I have all the curses, it is getting much harder. Alright, so here I'll play everything the same way, which means I did Pummel Strike, then Weave, Metallicize, and then played everything here too. Okay. Right. And then here I did Inner Peace, Empty Fist, and then should I do... I would like to weaken the backline, so I think I have to do Clothesline. I could have used Reach Heaven to get rid of this guy. That actually, so by weakening the backline, I only save 5 HP. Killing this guy would have saved me 7, so that might have not been the best approach there. Let's upgrade the Fear No Evil again. Let's do that. Then Cut Through Fate. Zap first, then Cut Through Fate. Alright, Tantrum is good. And if I do Weave and then Tantrum, the Flurry of Blows is not quite enough. Actually, no, it is enough with this Flurry. Although I am fully defended, let's hope the orb hits it. Nope, not this turn. Come. All the debuffs. Backliner is not attacking. Alright. And then here I think I'll try to defend, right? Let's do Mental Fortress. I'd like to enter Calm. Alright, I'm going to do Fear No Evil just so I can do Flurry of Blows and then also be in Calm. I know that I'm being attacked next turn, so let's get rid of the Eruption. Let's do Weave and Survivor. Come. Yeah, here I was being attacked, and I can't do the Tantrum. Let's do Rage, Foresight. Well, I can't do Defense, and if I don't do anything, I'm just barely alive. Okay. 3 HP and another 31 incoming. Okay, I need all the block I can get. I am in Calm already, right? So I don't think I need the Inner Peace. Oh boy. So, and I'm frail too, right? So let's do armaments, ghostly armor, third eye. No, I'm dead here again. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna do a few more reloads and try to get through this, but not really seeing anything. I'm just taking too much damage. All right, let me speed this up and I'll be back, hopefully with a victory. Okay, I'm still alive with 3 HP, and the way I did that is, well, I played things slightly differently. For example, wait, let me actually choose the cards here. I think I can safely enter Wrath now because I'm not being attacked. I played the Infernal Blade a little later. Wait, what did that give me? Oh, that gave me a Blood for Blood, right, not whatever else I got there, so yeah. Alright, let's try Tantrum here, then Weave. And then also the big difference is I played a Reach Heaven, and that allowed me to also deal a good amount of damage. Let's hope that'll be enough. I just need to deal 40 more damage, and I am not being attacked. That's good news, so I can get rid of the defensive cards and then just do Eruption, Tantrum. Wow, alright, that was a close one. Had to reload. Well, actually, I just reloaded that one time, but or 2 times total, but still, that was not easy. And again, I'll go for Pop Roll, though I guess with the difficulty I'm having, maybe rare cards would have been helpful. With the Potion Belt, I will take the Sacred Bark, although I really hope I got some good potions. So double the effectiveness of potions, that should be helpful. And then here I got the Awakener at the end, which is not too bad. I only have 2 powers, and then they're not super essential. There's a 3 guaranteed lead path on the right, which gives me 4 early question mark rooms, and then a 5th one. Okay, that should give me Mr. Machine, right? If I skip 2 guaranteed leads, I can't really get more question mark rooms. So yeah, let's start here, then turn right. And hopefully I'll get a unique curse. Look at that. Starting off with three curses already. How beautiful is that? At least I have the Orichalcum that saves me some of my lost HP there. Alright, here let's do Metallicize and then Reach Heaven. And I probably could have played this slightly better to have the Metallicize hit the high cost card, but I think this is fine. A little risky to enter Wrath here. Let's see if the Cutthroat Fate gives me a way to exit it. No. So let me not risk it yet. Let's do Mental Fortress, Zap, Strike, Weave, even though the Tantrum is free, or would be free. Alright, here I think I'll do Flurry of Blows, Fear No Evil, Flurry of Blows again, Eruption, 1 more Flurry of Blows, and then Infernal Blade for a Bludgeon. Nice, 69 damage, that's not too bad. We got a Fire Potion, Sash with Flamebeard, Battle Trance. Flamebeard is a good defensive card, and I'm a little worried about not having enough defenses, so let's take it. I cannot lose 895 gold. Even though I don't have a guaranteed shop, I might get a guaranteed shop, and I don't want to lose that much gold for 1 relic. Right, here I got the Orc Walkers. At least this opening hand is slightly better. Not much, though. Yeah, still end up with 3 curses in my opening hand. Okay. Alright, 26. Let's do Inner Peace, Empty Fist. Okay, gain energy, then do Cutthroat Fate. Ah, man, I can't do Tantrum. I'll take too much damage. I think I'll just do the Strikes and then a Survivor. Okay. Shame though, if I knew I was going to get Tantrum, I would have saved the Inner Peace for later. 42. Let's do Rage, Weave, Clothesline, and then Flame Barrier. Okay. Definitely taking much more damage than I'd like here. Infernal Blade gives me an Immolate, which I can upgrade, which deals 29 damage. That's enough for this guy. Yeah, I can do Bash, Immolate, and Defend. Okay. And then the enemy's vulnerable. Can I deal enough damage here? No. Wow. Alright. 22 damage. Do I have a rest set? I might have to rest. I do have a rest set here. I might have to rest there just because I just don't think I can heal enough. Alright, let's kill with the Reach Heaven here. Okay. A turnip, we can only become frail. That's really nice. Dropkick, Body Slam, Blood for Blood. I feel like I take a lot of damage, so Body Slam is actually tempting. I don't think I need Body Slam. Sorry. Did I say Body Slam? I'm Blood for Blood. Dropkick, I only have the Bash that applies vulnerability, right? So that alone is not worth it. Let's take the Blood for Blood. Okay. And then, oh man, that's 2 curses. I don't have a guaranteed shop unless I skip 2 elites to go for a shop. Would give me guaranteed curse. No, I am guaranteed another curse here, so I think I'll skip this. Upgrading all cards to no longer healing is a problem. I think I'll take the boss relic. And I got the slime boss again, which shouldn't be too difficult. Infernal Blade gets me Empty Fist. Let's do... Actually, I think I'll do Empty Fist first, then do Tantrum, because I want to stay in Wrath. That should make things easier. Okay. And then here, Blood for Blood would be 46. That's a lot, but it's not quite enough, is it? Alright, fine. If I do the Flurry, it might not be a bad idea to play here. Okay. Yeah, 18 is a decent split value. While in Wrath, 1 attack card is enough. Yeah, I can get rid of this guy and this guy. Beautiful. At peace, I can now remove cards from your deck at rest sites. Okay, so if I knew I was going to get that, I guess I got it only because I rejected normalities. Yeah, I'll definitely take the Talk to the End, which is a great card to have. And then here I got the Question Mark from Elite Fight. I don't have a lot of HP, but hopefully that'll be enough. I was hoping for AoE damage. I did not get that. I have 17, so that is enough to get rid of this guy. And then I can fully defend. Okay. I also have a Fire Potion in case I need to get rid of the backliner. And yeah, no way to defend at all, right? Alright, let me use the Fire Potion. And then Bash Strike is not quite enough to get rid of this guy, but gets me close. And I'm actually dead. Wow. I need 39. I need a little bit extra damage on this guy, which I can't do. And the Dex Potion gives me only 9 block. Oh, it's, right, Sacred Bark. So, wait, 40. Okay, so I'm still alive with 1 HP. I do have a rest set after this. I just have to make sure I don't take any more damage. Okay. Am I being attacked by a backliner? No. So, let's keep the Pummel Strike. And Talk to the Hand is always nice to have. Let's do Talk to the Hand, Pummel Strike. Alright, let's risk Tantrum, sure. And then a Zap. Okay. Hope I don't get attacked. Am I? I'm not. Good. Armaments is fine. Let's get rid of the rest. Alright. Oof. Well, at least I can exit Wrath, so that's good. Let's do Mental Fortress, Strike, Ghostly Armor. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to exit Wrath, because it'll be easier if I stay in Wrath, although this guy is guaranteed to attack me, right? Empty Fist. Okay, that is a good way to exit Wrath. They have 1 HP, though. How do I defend here? Let's do Weave, then Cut Through Fate. There's a Flurry, which I should be able to use. I'll also... but hang on. Let's get rid of the Flurry, keep the Metallicize. I think I can hit it, have it hit the Clothesline, right? So let's do Weave, Strike, Empty Fist, Flurry, and then Metallicize for Clothesline. 18. I have 17. I'm dead. Ugh, so close. Alright, let's reload. That was very close there. Just needed 1 more HP somewhere. Okay, I remember how I said I wanted this to be a fast run, and it's sort of becoming the opposite, but fine. Alright, so... might as well drink the Dex Potion sooner, right? Let's do it now. Might as well also throw the Fire Potion. I know I'm going to use it next turn. And then this gave me a Dropkick, so Reach Heaven, Dropkick. Okay. And then 39. So let's do... yeah, I can play everything here. Defend, Bash, and Strike. 1 short still. And yeah, I'm alive with 1 HP again. Man, I don't know what else I can do. Get rid of this. Oh, wait, was I being attacked here last time? I don't think I was. So that's a little surprising. Let's do Pummel Strike. Tantrum. I don't think that's going to be enough. So if I do Flame Barrier, that's 22. That's not quite enough either. Huh. Interesting. So by getting rid of the first minion earlier, it did... I think it changed the RNG, right? Because I feel like I was able to at least get a few more turns in. Alright, I'm also trying to think. Yeah, man. I just need to get to the next rest side, which is very difficult. Alright, wait. So, hang on. What if I get rid of this guy? I don't think it makes a difference, right? What if I don't play the Infernal Blade? Let's try that, because I am able to fully defend. So, yeah, let's... I think by not playing the Infernal Blade, I might change the RNG. Let's see if that makes a difference. It does mean the backliner stays alive. Also, wait, how do I get through Violence? Oh, with the different RNG? Okay, I got it through Violence. Alright. Because now I can do through Violence, then defend, Foresight, and Bash. Okay. Alright, that allows me to at least be alive with more HP. Alright. And then here I was not being attacked. Okay, very interesting how the RNG became different here. But I can do Talk to the End, Pummel Strike, probably... yeah, let's do Tantrum. And then Zap. Okay. Next turn, let's hope I'm not being attacked. No, this time I am being attacked. Get rid of everything that's not a way to exit Wrath. Okay. Let's do Mental Fortress, Ghostly Armor, Empty Fist. Then a regular strike, then Inner Peace. No, I messed up here. Well, I'm still technically alive. But I probably should have targeted the backliner. That would have saved me 9 HP. Alright, and then here... okay, the Reptimancer is not attacking me. Let's get rid of these two. Alright. And then I can do... Weave, Flurry of Blows. Alright. I'm already in Calm, so I probably don't need to enter Calm. Let's do Cut Through Fate. Okay, Tantrum is great. Actually, I'll keep the Eruption to use afterwards as well. So then let's do another Weave, then Tantrum. Okay. Then Flurry of Blows, Fear No Evil, Metallicized Clothesline. Okay, I might have a chance to get to the next rest side. And all it took was to just not play the... I think the Eruption is enough, right? Yeah, to just not play the Infernal Blade. We got Bottle Tornado and pick up Choose a Power Crush. I just come with this card in your hand. I think Metallicize is a safe choice. We also got a block push for 24 block. That's good. And between these two, Halt might be really useful, but I have the energy. Let's take the Protect. And then here, let's arrest. Yeah, definitely going to arrest here. Go back to 48. Still better than nothing. And then here I got a shop. That's great. I could have removed the normality if I knew I was going to get a shop here. In terms of relics, I am only guaranteed 3 more. Let's buy all the relics I can. So return your top turn of use a potion, heal 5 HP. Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. And Preserving Shard, a combat or war change cannot contain colorless cards and cards from other colors. Let's also grab a second wind to get rid of all the curses. I think the Essence of Steel will be great for 8 plate armor. Let's also grab Carve Reality, Cleave. Not sure about Entrench, but I might have to try to get to it's the end, so I might want to take Bandage up. You know what? I have to go. Let's take Entrench and Combust, and then I can even afford a Strength Potion. Let's do it. Okay. I pretty much emptied out the shop. Alright, here I got the Gen Head, who is attacking me in turn 1. I do have a Protect, that's good. Yeah, let's do Metallicize, Flurry of Blows, and Protect, and let's also get rid of the Wraith. Okay. Another 13. Here, I only have... Well, actually, if I do Armaments, then Empty Body is enough, right? Let's do that. Let's also grab Third Eye. Get rid of the Weave, I mean. Next turn, I'm not being attacked. Probably don't need the Bandage up. Alright, and then do Weave and Strike. Alright, here, let's definitely do Talk to the Hand, Pummel Strike to see what I draw. Yeah, I guess I'll just do Carve Reality. Strike a Carve Reality. Okay. Smite for ideal when I'm in Wrath. Not being attacked still, that's good. Let's do Bash, Leave, and wait. Come. Alright, and then 30 incoming here. So if I enter Wrath, I will be in trouble. If I don't enter Wrath, I'll also be in trouble. So I'm in trouble either way, unless I want to use a block push, which I might consider waiting for or saving for the boss fight. Let's do Strike, Survivor, the Eruption, and then I can do Smite and Foresight, the Blood for Blood. Yeah, nothing I can do here. I think I'll save the block push for the boss fight. 35, get rid of this. Actually, no, I don't think I need the Entrench. I might not have enough block anyway. No way to exit Wrath here. Let's do Flurry of Blows. Very tempted to Tantrum, but then I'll take so much damage which I can't really handle. Ghostly Armor. Let's do Combust, then Zap, and then Clothesline. Okay. Alright, another 30 here. I have a way to exit Wrath. Actually, you know what? Let's get the Fear No Evil, and then also Empty Fist so I can gain energy. Let's do Mental Fortress. Infernal Blade gives me a Wild Strike. Then do Fear No Evil. Flurry of Blows, Cut Through Fate. I should have played the Weave first. That was dumb. Yeah, I would have been able to play a Weave an extra time that way. Let's do Inner Piece for extra card draw and reshuffle. Then do Empty Fist. And then do Reshove it. Okay. Actually, fully defended that one turn. Right. And then here, can I kill 81? Might be doable. Well, I got a Bandage up. That's good. Let's do Cut Through Fate. Third Eye might be good too. Yeah, I think I'll try to defend. Let's do Third Eye. Get rid of these 3, and then I think Eruption should be enough next turn. Alright, here I'm still taking some damage. Alright, yeah, I'm glad I didn't use the potion. I had no chance of perfecting, and I would have just wasted a pretty good potion there. Let's do Eruption, Flurry of Blows, or Cut Through Fate. Can I get Overkill somehow? No, only 54 or 59. That's fine. Alright, we got Anchor, Stylish Combo with 10 block, as well as Liquid Memories, which is great with Sacred Bark. Capacitor, Rolling Bash, Dagger Throw. Let's take the Dagger Throw. I wouldn't mind being able to get rid of some of the curses. Here I got Clumsy. That is still a unique curse, right? So I got Clumsy, Doubt, Injury, Shame, and Wraith. Alright, so I was able to get Highlander Curse. We also got Oddly Smooth Stylish Combo with 1 Dexterity. Okay. Alright, and then here I got the Dark Links, which is a little annoying. I don't think I have good AoE damage. Let's see what the Cut Through Fate gives me first. I don't think... Actually, I could get the Clothesline and then do Armaments, Mental Fortress, and Metallicize. Beautiful. Right? Mind getting that Mental Fortress... Or the Metallicize upgraded too. Here, I cannot do Eruption. Oh, man, I messed up. I should not have played that Rage. If I can't do the Weave, I would have taken 1 more damage. It's fine. Oh, actually, I have to be careful. Do I have a rest set after this? Because, nope, I have 2 elites. You know what? If I die now, at least I know I would have been able to get Highlander Curses. But, actually, I have some good potions. I also have Tornithopter, so that might help. Let's do Combust, Foresight. I guess I do have AoE damage with the Combust. Right? Didn't I buy a Cleave in a shop? I thought I did. Oh, yeah, there it is. Beautiful. Okay, so I can actually do Tantrum, then Cleave. Then a Strike and a Weave. And let's hope I can deal... What is that? 8 plus 9? No, 8 plus 12. So 20 damage here. Pummel Strike. And then another attack card. Pummel Strike alone is enough. Beautiful. Okay, Chill might be really nice too. That might give me some good turn 1 block. Okay. Right, Nemesis. Not being attacked on turn 1, that's fine. Let's do Chill, Dagger Throw, Pummel Strike. And then, yeah, I can do Bandage Up and Reach Heaven. Okay. I'll need to get 4 cards. I have 4 fights, so if I pick up a card in every fight, I should be fine. Second Wind would give me not that much block, actually. Survivor's better. Let's do... No, actually, I'll save the Mental Fortress to get me block. Let's do Survivor. Then, Second Wind. Okay, so that's 15 plus 5 is 20, 45, so I'm still dead. Unless I bring back... What? Another Survivor? No, I think I have to drink... Actually, if I do the block potion, that gets me 42, 44. Then if I also drink the Essence of Steel Potion... No, let's save the Essence of Steel Potion for the boss fight. Let's instead grab... how about Survivor here? Oh, 2 things, right. And I have the energy, so I guess I can also do Reach... No, not Reach Heaven. Let's do Dagger Throw, sure. Okay. Dagger Throw, and I got to defend here. That's fine. Alright. Alright, yeah. Had to use that block potion to survive, but maybe I can use it to perfect. Well, maybe not with this hand. Let's do Fear No Evil, Cut Through Fate. Protect might be good. Will allow me to be fully defended here, right? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Alright, should I do Through Vines? No, I'd rather be in Wrath when I do that. Okay. And then luckily I'm not being attacked here. Let's do Foresight, Bash, and Wait. Okay, next turn if I can enter Wrath, and then I have to Through Violence. The enemy is vulnerable. Hopefully, let's get rid of all of these. Hoping for... Did I even have a way to enter Wrath? Yeah, I still had a Tantrum. I didn't draw it, though. Let me see if the inner piece draws me something good. Yes, beautiful. So if I do... should I upgrade things? Let's almost make the... Let's do the upgrade, and then Tantrum, and then Through Violence is 93. If I drink the Strength Potion, I can get Overkill out of the way. Let's do it. Alright, got Overkill. That's good. And I can be your first attack each combat does additional damage, as well as Body Slam, Anger, or Jack of all Trades. Not a huge fan. Anger might be fine. Let's take the Jack of all Trades. Come. Right, here I got the Jawworms. Alright. Only 14 incoming. Bandage Up cannot is not a bad idea when I don't have a lot of HP. Come. With the Peace Pipe, I am not able to remove anything if I still want to get the Insignificant modifier, though, right? Let's do Foresight. Everybody is attacking me. I have to be a little careful. Let's do a Reach Heaven, Clothesline, and then a Strike. Okay. At least I get 11 block thanks to Calcum. Alright, get rid of the Shame here. Okay. And then here, upgrade everything. Then do Carve Reality, Pummel Strike. I can't really do Tantrum. Let's do Defend. Actually, I should have done the Survivor. That would have... Or, yeah, not the Survivor. What is it called? The card I didn't play is Ghostly Armor. Yeah, I should have done that. Right. So I didn't take any damage here. I got Eruption and the Empty Fist. That's good. Let's do Eruption, Cleave. Actually, I have Empty Body and Empty Fist, right? So if I do Smite and Empty Fist, that's enough. Beautiful. Alright, got a Liquid Memories Potion, Leap, Accuracy, Blind. Let's take the Leap. Solid defensive card. And here I got the Reptomancer again. If I can do slightly better this time. Not with this opener. I can get rid of one of them. Actually, let's do Chill first. Then Inner Peace, then Metallicize, and Blood for Blood. Okay. Alright, everyone is attacking me here. I have Empty Fist. Let's do Eruption. Wait, hang on. Let's do Eruption you, then do Cut Through Fate. Carve Reality might be really good. Then do Pummel. Actually, Carve Reality is only 14. Let's do Pummel Strike. Rage might be helpful. And then I can do Carve Reality, Empty Fist. And I guess I'll do Ghostly Armor, which actually allows me to be fully defended this turn. Beautiful. Another 30. I don't think I can fully defend this turn, though. Let's do Flame Barrier, Foresight, a Strike. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. That's fine. At least I'm not in danger of dying yet. I could have used the Liquid Memories Potion, but I think that's fine. Here I'm not being attacked, so let's get rid of all of these to try to be aggressive. Let's do Jack of all Trades. This is sort of the opposite of being aggressive. Let's see what the Foreign Influence gives me. I don't think I can do Perfect Strike. Let's do Glass Knife. Right. I just need to enter Wrath and then deal 37 damage. Shouldn't be too difficult. I think I'll keep the Protect, although the Reptomancer was not attacking me here. Let's do Armaments. I think I'll do Bash and Fear No Evil, because this way I'll just need 8 damage next turn. I can hopefully ignore the minions. Yeah, I think Inferno Blade and the Strike. The Strike alone, the Dagger Throw is enough. Alright. A Dead Branch, that's really nice. At the very end, whenever you exhaust a card, add a random card to your hand, which is nice. Phantasm Flex or Just Lucky. Let's take the Just Lucky, another Scry Synergy. And then here, I could get another Curse, but honestly, I don't need to. So let's actually try to avoid it. Here, let's do Flurry of Blows, Fear No Evil. And 15 is fine, because I can fully defend against that. Okay. Right. Another 21. Let's see what the inner piece draws me. Okay, I think I'll do Empty Body. Infernal Blade gives me a Flurry of... or an Anger. Devotion might not be a bad idea. That way I can enter Divinity and just try to deal a lot of damage when I'm ready. Don't want the curse here, so let's do Reach Heaven. And don't really want 15, but I guess they'll have to do here. Yeah, fine, let's wait. Okay, I'll take 2 damage, that's acceptable. Right. Okay, 32, that is a lot. Let's do Talk to the Hand and a Strike. Okay. 1, that's probably fine. I can just do this and be fully defended again. Okay. Have Shockwave, which is good for weakness. Let's do Shockwave, then just Lucky. The Fortress is fine too. And 11, yeah, I'm fully defended again. I guess I can do Entrench for fun. Okay. Alright, I'm a Divinity in 2 turns. Probably don't want to do Eruption here. Let's do Jack of all Trades. Hand of Greed is interesting. Let's do Mental Fortress. Then Leap, Hand of Greed. And, yeah, I guess I'll wait. Unfortunately, I'm getting debuffs for next turn. 16. That is probably fine. I think I'll just do Second Wind here to be fully defended. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Oh, I forgot about Dead Branch. Could have played the Deva form, but that's fine. Next turn I'm in Divinity. Hopefully I can deal a lot of damage. Yeah, Through Violence is 69. Let's do Bash. Through Violence now gets me overkill without having to use a potion. Fine. Acrobatics, Quick Slash, Shockwave. I just got a Shockwave from Dead Branch, right? I don't actually have one. Let's do it. It does exhaust. It might be very helpful. Okay, then I got to 50 cards, which means I can't remove another card, which is fine. I think upgrading the Metallicize, that's always in my opening hand. It's not a bad idea. Upgrading the Talk to Him is also really good. So there's some good options, but let's start with the Metallicize upgrade. Okay. Alright, so I do have the Essence of Steel Potion for 8 plated armor. And I start with a Chill that allows me to be fully defended. Beautiful. I actually wonder if I should skip the Metallicize, but no, I think worst case, it is still better than nothing. Let's see what the Impervious gives me. Havoc plays Rage. Okay. Eruption. Well, now I have should have counted cards, right? I'll save 1 defend, but now I have Corruption and Dead Branch, which should be helpful. I also have a Liquid Memories Potion. Alright, so let's see what the Leap gives me. That was the only card that exhausted this turn, which is a shame. Let's do Fear No Evil. We Clothesline the Backliner. Okay, then Flurry of Blows. Okay, I have to deal, or I have to defend against 28, and I have 12, 25, 27. So close. Alright, let's drink this. I'll bring back a defend and probably a Havoc, actually. Yeah, let's do a Havoc that plays an inner piece. Okay. Oh, there's a Corruption. A second Corruption I don't need. I do Mental Fortress. That might be a little too risky. Yeah, I don't want to give the Awaken one too much strength. So let's just do Weave. Strike, and well, might as well play the Ghostly Armor because it's going to get exhausted anyway. And you know what? Let's do Empty Mind. That gives me energy to maybe play another Flurry, an Empty Body, a Brilliance, and then wait. Okay. Alright, no more potions left to save me though. I have 4 minutes. I think I should be able to finish this in 4 minutes, right? Okay, there's an Eruption and an Empty Body. That's pretty good. Alright, let's do Eruption, Flurry of Blows, Dagger Throw. Get rid of the minions, that's good. Then I have to defend against 24. I have 12, 14. So this would be 22. That's not quite enough. I have enough skills to be able to fully defend. Let's do Third Eye first. Get rid of this and this. Okay. Then do Weave. The Sea Reality is really good too. Then Strike, Flying Sleeves. And now, hang on. So I have 27. So let's just do Empty Body. There's no need to play the safety, right? Yeah, let's save the safety for later. Okay. 22. Okay, Flame Bear's nice. I am running out of skills, so I have to be a little careful. Wait, so 12, 25. Yeah, I am enough fully defended here. Get rid of the Cleave, which I probably don't need. Love to do the Bash. Let's do Bash, because I think applying vulnerability is going to be important. Time should be free next turn. 22. Talk to the end. Man, I would love to save it. I think I'll save it. Let's do Jack of all Trades. I think I can second wind the Mayhem. I don't need it. So might as well play the safety. Meditate is really tempting. Let's do... Well, I guess I have to choose between Meditate and Second Wind. So here, let me do Cut Through Fate. Armaments is fine. Okay. Then do Weave. Seeing Red is nice, especially pre-upgraded. Deva form. It is a power, but it's a really good power. You can tell which cards are really good by which cards didn't make it to Slay the Spire 2, because the Deva form is pretty OP. Let's do Zap. I don't have a Frost Orb anymore, though. That might be a problem now. Yeah, I guess let's do Meditate, and I think I'll bring back, because it's upgraded, let's bring back a way to enter Wrath and a way to exit it. Okay. Sands of Time is free. The enemy is not vulnerable anymore, unfortunately, but I also have Entrench. So let's do Eruption. Then Flurry of Blows. Infernal Blade gives me a Headbutt, which I could use to bring back something like... do I want to bring back? A Talk to the End? Okay, if I can transform this turn, this would be great. So let's do Carve Reality, a Smite. Then Sands of Time. Should I do Fasting? That's another power I'd rather not. Although, man, giving the enemy extra strength is annoying. Let's do it. Let's do it. Can do Empty Fist. That's unfortunately not enough to kill the right. Yeah, I would like to use the Talk to the End next turn, but after the transformation, ideally. Let me see if I can get some cards by triggering the Dead Branch. So let's do Weave. Defend. Power Throw is great. Okay. Sanctity would draw me another card, which I do want to avoid. Let's do a Defend first. Sash Up is only 24, and then Empty Fist 26. One short. Wait, the Lightning Orb will kill. So let's do Empty Fist. And actually, I got Flurry. Beautiful, because that way I can do Inflame. And now I'll wait, and next turn I'll have to Talk to the End. Okay. Let's hope that'll help. Time-wise, I'm still good. I have about a minute. Let's try to play faster if I can. Let's do Protect. Oh, 44. I might be in trouble here. I don't have anything that exhausts other than the Survivor. Let's get rid of the Combust. Okay. Dual Wield. I don't know. I am fully defended. Let's do Body Slam. Sure. Alright, and then do the Body Slams. Then strike Empty Fist. Okay. Alright, I have a minute. Let's try to play quick. Okay. Alright, lots of income here. I have a Tantrum, which I can't really use. Oh. I deal enough damage here. Tantrum. Not really, right? None of this exhaust. Wait, hang on. Well, I guess I have to do Indignation. Right? Alright, fine. Let's do Tantrum. Then do Indignation. And this has to be... okay, Empty Fist. Is that going to be enough? It is. What? No, it's a bunch short. Oh, man. Alright, I got close. I got really close. But unfortunately missed the final boss by 3 HP. Ah, what a bummer. Nothing I could have done there. I just had a bad turn, right? The Weave, Reach Heaven, Brilliance, and that's enough. Ah, unfortunate. Alright. Could have had an extra 50 points for perfecting that one. 1389. Did reload quite a lot, though, to get to this point. Out of the 10 elites, I perfected only 3. That's disappointing. Only got the Act 1 boss. No chance against the Act 2 boss. Had to reload multiple times to survive that one. The Act 3 boss, I was very close to, but unfortunately, I missed that. I was able to get Mystery Machine, Curse, and Highlander. I think that might have saved my score. It's definitely possible, but having all the curses early on did make the run really difficult. Was able to get I like Shiny exactly with 25 relics, and Encyclopedia exactly with 50 cards. So I'm very happy with that. And actually, Mystery Machine with exactly 15 question mark too. So yeah, I got all the small modifiers, but the big thing, I also got Overkill, but the big thing was, of course, perfecting more elites and bosses, and I am 12th right now, which makes me think that it was not too easy to perfect all the elites or bosses. Yeah, so that, interestingly, I'm 10 points above the Dark. I wonder, because I maximized elites and then question mark room, so I wonder if maybe the Dark got 10 points less because he maximized question mark room in Act 1, and as a result got 1 fewer elite on Act 1. That's definitely possible. Goldberry has 103 points less than me. Where did the 3 points come from? That's interesting. That could also be some difference in when Elite showed up. Gemino has, 98 points more than me. So I wouldn't be surprised if Gemino was able to perfect way more Elites and maybe even an extra boss or 2. And then, the 2 points can come from a question mark from being a regular fight for either one of us. But yeah, so Gemino did really well. And I am surprised, though, if somebody perfects all of the bosses and has the same run as me. Actually, I think Highlander and Curses might be doable, right? I wouldn't be surprised if Gemino maybe was able to perfect everything, but did not go for Highlander and Curses. That could be another explanation. So yeah, if you perfect everything, you would be able to get 1539. Nobody has that. That would be very difficult. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you did. Let's review the scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was a defect run with the All-Stars, Red Cards, and Big Game Hunter modifiers, and I did reasonably well, ended up in the top 20, but Kirkus was able to do really well with 17-14. Congratulations, effectively first place, really good score. Kirkus was able to get 12 of the 13 elites, all the bosses. I think the only person who went for collector bonuses yesterday ended up with only 3, so theoretically got 25 points less than if you were able to get Highlander, because I think most people who were able to get Highlander also got Encyclopedian. But having those collector bonuses, so the 3 he got were in the Bites, Apparitions, and the Forethought, which is interesting to have a collect bonus on. And I guess I should mention he also missed the well-fed modifier, which everybody else would have been able to get. So he lost 50 points that he could have gotten if he went for Highlander. But being able to go for collect bonuses made the run much easier. For example, he had 3 Seeks, so that allowed him to, in the very first turn, get a nice Seek chain going. And then he also had 3 Exhumes, which made all the fights very easy. That explains why he was able to perfect so many things. He also mentioned that even though he had Prayer Wheel and Question card, as well as Courier and Membership card, he was correctly hoping to get more collect bonuses. Unfortunately, I think he just got a little bad luck. 3 collect bonuses with all those relics does seem a little low. But he mentioned it was a lot of fun. For example, he was able to deal a lot of damage with 2 Juggernauts together with Corruption, Feel No Pain. So every time you play a skill, it exhausts, gives you block, and deals damage to the Juggernaut. He also had Frost Drops, which do damage with Juggernaut at the end of the turn, which I also used. Also got Ornamental Fan and Plated Armor. So yeah, just a really fun run. Sometimes, you know, it is... I think yesterday it was reasonable to go for Collect Bonuses, and I think I just got a little unlucky, only getting 3. And next we have Goldberry and Gemino tied for 16-14 for 11th place. So Goldberry perfected everything, bottled the Seek. I think everybody bottled Seek yesterday, at least one of the Seeks, in the case of Kirkus. And then was able to go for Highlander, only saw a total of 4 curses. This includes the 2 normalities, which is interesting because I was able to get 5 curses. So I think there might be some slight RNG differences going on yesterday. Gemino has the same score. Gemino perfected 10 of the 13 elites. All the bosses also went for Highlander, did not get curses. Interestingly enough, Gemino thought that he would not have been able to get curses with the normalities, but he miscalculated. So having taken those normalities, he would have lost the Highlander modifier, gotten the curse modifier, but then in addition to that would have also been able to get the reigning money modifier, which by rejecting the curses the normalities he was not able to get. He also took Fusion Hammer, which I think it was a really good choice yesterday. I messed that up. I thought that it would be better for me to be able to upgrade the Corruption, the Barricade, and the Fusion that I wanted to upgrade. Not the Fusion, sorry, the Fission. But Gemino mentioned that upgrading Corruption and Barricade just saves me 1 energy in each turn, or in each fight. Whereas if I take Fusion Hammer, I get 1 energy in every turn of each fight. So it would have been better to just take Fusion Hammer. And then, yeah, Gemino also was able to get Overkill and a combo thanks to getting a Dark Embrace somewhere. Also was able to get Well Fed and the Encyclopedian modifier, so congratulations. Next we have Peltier with 1593. I ended up with 1566. I perfected 9 of the 13 elites. All the bosses did choose to go with curses over Highlander. I had the normalities, so I figured I'll just take the curses. That allowed me to get the reigning money modifier. And yeah, I rejected the bites and apparitions. If I knew I was going to ignore Highlander, I would have taken those. Was able to get the well-fed modifier, and I had no chance of getting the stuff modifier. I only was offered a feed on Act 3 and was barely able to use it. So yeah, unfortunately wasn't able to get that. I also missed the other modifiers like Overkill, Combo, and the Lightspeed modifier. Then next you have Alex here in the top 20 with 1558. As I predict correctly with the different score, Alex did skip an Elite on Act 1, somewhat accidentally, but skipping that Elite on Act 1 allowed him to actually get Mr. Machine. So in end effect, it only cost him 10 points. He also was able to perfect 10 of those 12 elites. And then, yeah, got all the bosses. Highlander took the Runic Dome, which is very brave. Very impressive. He was able to perfect everything. He did mention that even though he wasn't able to see enemy intents, having a Seek and then being able to grab and amplify and buffer on turn 1 did allow him to not be too worried about incoming. He also went for a more Frost Orb type of deck and also picked up the Inserter, which means that he wasn't able to get the Black Star, but he still was able to get the I Like Shiny modifier, even with the skipped elite and without the Black Star. He also had different RNG. For example, he was offered the Enchiridion. He also got the Normality event too late, which means he wasn't offered the Normality in gold. Instead, he was offered it out, which means he wasn't able to get the reigning money modifier, but was able to get Overkill and Encyclopedian. So yeah, great score from Alex. Congratulations. Next, you have Nightail with 1504, Roland got 1491, and The Dark got 1420, and I think that's it for top 100 yesterday. All right, yeah, let me know in the comments what you did for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.